Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. You guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys, and holding these guys to a standard. And in this video, I want to talk about how LeBron James is always being called a Magic Johnson type player. I hate that so much because it's so far from the truth, man. And this is what they do. This is how they try to label him as a pass-first player, right? So they'll say, oh, LeBron James is a Magic type player. He's like Magic Johnson. He's not like Michael Jordan. And I'm here to tell you guys in this video, he ain't nothing like Magic Johnson, man. He's not a Magic Johnson type player, quote unquote type player. He's not, and we're going to talk about in this video. So tired of hearing that nonsense, man. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world. Everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. Once again, guys, I am truly, truly humbled by all support, man. It really means a lot, man. It is truly humbling that you guys comment the things that you do. You guys like my videos. You guys send me messages and your emails, man. It really means a lot, guys. So thank you very much. Shout out to all the true basketball fans that are standing up, man, and holding the standard. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So yes, guys, like I said, man, I want to talk about something I'm always hearing people say, that LeBron James is a Magic Johnson type player, a quote-unquote Magic Johnson type player. And you'll often hear people talk about this in relation to Michael Jordan, right? They'll say, he's not like Michael Jordan, he's like Magic Johnson. He's like a Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson combined, right? You've heard that in the past. Oh, he's more like Magic Johnson than he is Michael Jordan. And I'm here to tell you guys right now in this video, that is not true. He is nothing like Magic Johnson, man. He's not Magic Johnson. Once again, I hate to say this, guys, but LeBron James cannot shine Magic Johnson's shoes, guys. And that might sound crazy to some of you guys. It might sound as if, you know, I'm favoring these guys from back in the day because I grew up watching the guys in the 80s and the 90s. But that's not the case, guys. What I'm trying to give you guys is perspective, is context, and the historical perspective, the historical facts behind a lot of this stuff. So you'll hear them say, oh, LeBron James right behind Michael Jordan. And what do we say? No, he's not. There's many other people, other all-time greats in between Michael Jordan and LeBron James, man. You got guys like Will Chamberlain and Bill Russell, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dr. J, Hakeem Olajuwon, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. To me, all of those players are worthy to be above LeBron James. And their careers are way more respected than LeBron James. Their overall games are more respected. The way that they carry themselves is more respectable. They were true professionals, true competitors out there. This is what we talk about LeBron James. He ain't one of those dudes, man. Well, remember, I did a video earlier, guys. And in the video, I was talking about Chandler Parsons. And he was talking about how Kobe Bryant's not better than Kevin Durant. And we laugh about this stuff. And we educated him, man. Right? And we put the facts out there. But during that same clip that I was watching, Lou Williams, who was on the panel with him, Lou Williams said, you know, or in the saying, or in their interaction, he said that LeBron James is a Magic Johnson type player. Now, this is not to get on Lou Williams. I like Lou Williams, man. It's not I have no problem with him and anything else. But when we talk about people saying that LeBron James is a Magic Johnson type player, I have a big problem with that. Because once again, what they're doing is lowering Magic Johnson down to some guy that passed the ball. Because that's what they're really trying to say. Oh, LeBron James is a pass-first guy. So he's more like Magic Johnson than he is Michael Jordan. He's a pass-first guy. And once again, in reality, they're not educating you. Because Magic Johnson was a true point guard, a true pass-first player. Magic Johnson galvanized the team around him. He galvanized them, guys. I use that word a lot. Go look it up and see what it means. LeBron James does not do this. He doesn't do that. He doesn't build up the camaraderie of your team, the chemistry, the morale of your team. He doesn't do that. So once again, when they say LeBron James is a Magic Johnson type player, they're lowering down Magic Johnson to some guy that just passed the ball a lot, and that's what he did. So, oh, LeBron James like Magic Johnson because he passed the ball first. He's a pass-first player, LeBron James. He'll pass the ball. He's not like Michael Jordan. He's not like Kobe Bryant. He's not going to go out there and chuck up all these shots. Wait a second. I'm pretty sure that LeBron James averages more shots per game than Kobe Bryant does for their careers. I'm pretty sure LeBron James averages damn near 20 shots a game for his career. I want you guys to go look at how many shots per game Magic Johnson averaged for his career. Go look at it, guys. It's night and day, man. Magic Johnson and LeBron James are not similar in any way, not any shape or form or fashion, guys. He's not. This is why I tell you guys, no one plays like LeBron James. No one plays his goofy style of game. That's why when he came in the league, they were trying to figure out who's going to be the next LeBron James when he was in the league. And what they come up with? They came up with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons was supposed to be LeBron James 2.0. So let's think about this here. Michael Jordan inspired Kobe Bryant, right? Who inspired a whole bunch of players, a whole bunch of guys. How many times you heard these guys talk about Kobe Bryant, how much he inspired them and how much, they looked up to Kobe Bryant and the way that he went out there and played the game. So Michael Jordan gave us that guy. This is what Michael Jordan gave us. LeBron James gave us Ben Simmons. This is what he's given us. LeBron James gave us the entitlement era. This is what he gave us. Kobe Bryant gave you the Mamba mentality, which is completely night and day from what LeBron James mentality. So when I hear Lou Williams say that LeBron James is like more of a Magic Johnson type player, once again, I cringe, man. And I really feel bad because you're not educating the people out there, Lou Williams. And a lot of people out there say the same thing. They'll always bring up Magic Johnson as if that's who LeBron James is like. Oh, he's not like Michael Jordan. He's like a Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan mixed. No, he's not. He's not like either one of those guys, individually or combined. Neither one of those guys, man. Magic Johnson, to me, in my opinion, is head and shoulders above LeBron James, man. Now let's break this down. So when they say Magic Johnson type player, once again, they boiled Magic Johnson down to just some guy that was out there passing the ball around, right? So they'll try to make, once again, a narrative that LeBron James is a pass first player. So we've already explained that he's nowhere near Magic Johnson, right? And as far as pass first, Magic Johnson's a clear pass first player. Magic Johnson is recognized as the greatest point guard in the history of the game. The greatest point guard in the history of the game, point guard. Magic Johnson was a true point guard. So what do I tell you guys about Magic Johnson on this channel? To me, Michael Jordan got the most out of his teammates. He was able to do the most with the less. You know what I'm saying? Do more with less, right? To me, I don't think anyone else in NBA's history did more with less than Michael Jordan. I think that's clear. That you can see that Michael Jordan was able to maximize his teammates to a degree that no one's really been able to duplicate. Ain't no one doing a three-peat with Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant, John Paxson, B.J. Armstrong, and Bill Cartwright. But Michael Jordan was able to lead those guys to a three-peat, not one championship or back-to-backs, 3 in a row. So when we think about Michael Jordan that way, I think that's true. But I've also told you guys on this channel about Magic Johnson. To me, Magic Johnson made the game easier than any other player in the history of the game. To me, Magic Johnson just made the game easy for everybody. He made it easy for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and James Worthy and Byron Scott, right? And Vlade Divac and Michael Cooper, right? And Kurt Rambis. Right? All these guys that played on the Lakers from the time that Magic Johnson was there to the time that he left, A.C. Green, right? Some of these other guys. He made the game easier for all of those guys. And to me, once again, he makes the game easier than anyone else in the history of the game. The way that Magic Johnson got up and down the court, ran the fast break, pushed the ball up and down the court, that makes the game easier for everybody. Right? He was able to galvanize. The leadership of Magic Johnson is miles apart from LeBron James. He's not a Magic Johnson type player. He can't pass the ball anywhere like Magic Johnson. He's not the playmaker of a Magic Johnson. Not even close, guys. Not even close. When we think about the offensive end, and you're talking about LeBron James taking 20 shots a game on average versus Magic Johnson, who I believe took, 13 shots a game on average, or 12, maybe even 15 shots a game on average. He's talking about 5 or 6 less shots than LeBron James for your entire career. That's night and day. Once again, let's think about Magic Johnson at the point guard position at 6'9", same height as LeBron James. LeBron James is supposed to be a much superior athlete, bigger and stronger than Magic Johnson, right? Magic Johnson didn't weigh 260 at 6'9". He wasn't the athletic freak of LeBron James. He couldn't jump or run like LeBron James, right? Magic Johnson. But somehow, some way, Magic Johnson was able to average the same amount of rebounds as LeBron James, 7 rebounds at the point guard position in an era with legit big men battling down low. So how do you explain Magic Johnson averaging the same amount of rebounds as LeBron James at the point guard position? LeBron James is a small forward. Outweighs Magic Johnson by like 30, 40 pounds. And once again, plays in the slowest, softest, shortest, weakest era in the history of the game. In the history of the game. But LeBron James only averages 7 rebounds a game for his career. Once again, it's mediocre at your position. Magic Johnson's one of the elite rebounders at that position. Obviously, his size gave him an advantage in the rebounding, but he also hustled and rebounded. He had to actually give the effort rebounding, and he did that. A much superior rebounder than LeBron James. Those are just the facts. And Magic Johnson's nowhere near the athlete of LeBron James. But he averaged the same amount of rebounds as LeBron James in a much more tougher era. Also playing with someone like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who was gobbling up rebounds left and right. Magic Johnson was still able to get 7 rebounds a game for his career. Insane. Let's think about LeBron James and his assists versus the turnovers here, right? Because he's like Magic Johnson. He's a Magic Johnson type player. So he passed the ball like Magic Johnson? Nope. They turn the ball over like Magic Johnson? No, he doesn't. So Magic Johnson and LeBron James are pretty much average the same amount of turnovers for their careers. I believe Magic Johnson might average 3.8. LeBron James averages 3.5 turnovers a game for his career. And we've talked about how LeBron James' assist to turnover ratio is mediocre, guys. It's not great. So LeBron James averages 7 assists for his career. 7 assists a game. That's not bad. So you average 7 assists on 3.5 turnovers. Magic Johnson, by comparison, averages over 11 assists per game for his career, which is 4 more assists than LeBron James, but only averages 0.4 more turnovers. How do you figure that? 4 more assists, but the same amount of turnovers for Magic Johnson versus LeBron James. Once again, exposing LeBron James as not being a great passer, not being a great playmaker or ball handler like Magic Johnson. You know, sometimes you'll hear these guys talk about the guys back in the day couldn't dribble the ball. And they'll say that because they didn't do fancy dribbling moves like these guys today. Once again, these guys today are allowed to manipulate the basketball. Magic Johnson wasn't allowed to do that. Go look at the way Magic Johnson dribbles the ball. Look where his hand placement is. More often than not, 90% of the time, this man's hand's on top of the basketball. These guys today are allowed to put their whole hand under the ball like a waiter holding a tray. So you're telling me that Magic Johnson couldn't develop some dribbling skills if he was able to manipulate the ball that way? But Magic Johnson's dribbling ability is much superior to LeBron James. So when they say LeBron James is a Magic Johnson type player, I'm still trying to figure it out here. Where is he like Magic Johnson? Where's the Magic Johnson type playing at? He can't dribble like Magic Johnson, pass like Magic Johnson. He turns the ball over way more than Magic Johnson ever did. Can't rebound like Magic Johnson. Are you going to say that LeBron James is a greater scorer than Magic Johnson? Okay, I'll give LeBron James a greater scorer than Magic Johnson. But once again, what is that really saying? It ain't saying nothing because Magic Johnson wasn't a scorer. He did what he was supposed to do, and he did it better than anyone else in history. What does LeBron James do better than anyone else in history? He doesn't do anything. He drives into the paint and lowers his shoulder and offensive foul people. Maybe that's what he does. Does he complain better than anyone else in history and cry to the referees more than anyone in history? But I would say, yeah, maybe he does that. He flops greater than anyone else in history. There's no superstar player that flops on the level of LeBron James, man. Maybe he walks off the court greater than any other player in the NBA. What does he do greater than history? Nothing. Nothing, guys. Magic Johnson is easily recognized as the greatest point guard in the history of the game, man. I don't think anyone's going to argue Magic Johnson's passing ability, man. It's second to none. It's insane, the level of flash that Magic Johnson was able to play with, the level of swag that this man had, the style. Once again, galvanizing the team around him. That's not LeBron James, man. So we'll give LeBron James a better score, but once again, it's not saying anything because Magic Johnson was not a scorer. So once again, this alludes to what we're talking about. LeBron James not a pass-first player. He's a scorer, right? He's a scorer, man, 20 shots a game. He's a guy who dominates the basketball, which brings me into the next point here, which exposes LeBron James versus Magic Johnson. How is LeBron James a Magic Johnson type player when Magic Johnson played in a system? When Magic Johnson galvanized the team by playing in a system, by running a system, being a true point guard, right? Distributing the ball, being a playmaker, not going out there chucking up all these shots, just dribbling the air of the ball, dominating the ball, having everyone stand around and not know what to do. LeBron James makes the game harder for his teammates. This is why they're always challenged with trying to figure out what to do. Chris Bosh don't know what to do. Dwayne Wade don't know what to do. Anthony Davis don't know what to do. Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love. None of these guys are aware of what to do on the court. They have to adjust themselves. They have to completely change their game to play with LeBron James. And that's only to help LeBron James be effective. Because LeBron James will never mold or adapt or adjust his game to help the players around him and ingratiate them. Magic Johnson was known for being flexible. This is why I said he could play with anyone, in any system, anywhere, Magic Johnson. You give him the ball and you let him run the point and you'll watch magic happen. That's what he does. So exposing LeBron James, once again, not playing in a system. When Magic Johnson played in the system, he allowed his teammates to be successful. He gave them roles and they were able to excel in those roles. That goes to Magic Johnson's leadership and the play style that he had out there on the court. LeBron James can't sniff that. He can't sniff that. Magic Johnson, LeBron James got all these people trying to figure out what to do, studying film to learn how to play with LeBron James, how to help LeBron James, because he can't help them. Never done that. Magic Johnson could play with anyone. You could bring in anybody into the system. right? And they would be effective playing with Magic Johnson. Like I said, the guys that were on that team, guys like Kurt Rambis, guys like Michael Cooper, guys like James Worthy, right? Guys like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, A.C. Green. A lot of these guys, they were better because of Magic Johnson. Not saying that they weren't good or great players on their own, but they were better with Magic Johnson. He made them better. The Showtime Lakers, they're better with Magic Johnson. Once again, players are not better with LeBron James. So he's not a Magic Johnson type player. Let's think about the defensive end, because this is where I think a lot of people would obviously think LeBron James is a much superior defender than a Magic Johnson. And yes, if we want to talk about on-ball defense at their peaks, who was a better on-ball defender, then we can clearly say that LeBron James was a better on-ball defender at his peak, at his best, right? Those couple of years, maybe from 2009 to 2012. 3-4 years there, you can say LeBron James was a better defender than Magic Johnson was on ball. But what have I told you guys? Defense is not just about on ball. The great defenders, the great defenders, they were able to play on-ball defense against their man. They're able to play great help defense and great team defense. Team defense. So what does that mean? That means you're making rotations. You're helping your team out. You're being aware. You're in the passing lanes. You're sliding your feet over, cutting guys off to drive. These are the kinds of things we're talking about. You're helping on the rebounds. That's help defense. Magic Johnson did that. Do you guys realize that LeBron James, for all of his athleticism that he has over Magic Johnson, LeBron James averaged 2 steals or more than 2 steals one time in his career? One time LeBron James averaged more than 2 steals a game for his career. That's actually weird to me when I saw that. The man only averaged more than 2 steals once. Do you guys realize that Magic Johnson opened up his career, the first, I believe, 5 seasons of his career, averaging more than 2 steals per game? As a matter of fact, he led the NBA in steals twice. LeBron James never sniffed that. As a matter of fact, Magic Johnson averaged over 3 steals a game one of those seasons. 3.4 steals a game, guys. I mean, do you think LeBron James could average 3.4 steals a game for a season? Couldn't do it, guys. Magic Johnson did that. And why was he able to do that? Because he was playing great help defense, great team defense. So you have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar behind you as the anchor, and you have Magic Johnson out there playing the passing lanes, being aggressive, being a good team defender, having his head on the swivel, and being prepared to react to these things. How's LeBron James never lead the league in steals? With all that athleticism, never led the league in steals, not even once. I mean, Magic Johnson did it twice, and he's not known for his defense, right? Never made an all-defensive team, Magic Johnson. But if we have to go with team defense, help defense, give me Magic Johnson. LeBron James been walking around, standing around on D for all these years. Magic Johnson wasn't doing that. He was actually present and awake on defense. LeBron James out there sleepwalking on D, man. So once again, if we go through that, what makes you guys believe that LeBron James is a Magic Johnson type player? I just broke it down to you guys, the overall games of each one of these players. LeBron James is not like Magic Johnson, guys. They say that to make it seem as if LeBron James is a guy who scored all these points somehow while playing a Magic Johnson style game. He doesn't play a Magic Johnson style game at all. Once again, Magic Johnson galvanized the team around him. He was a true leader, a true professional, one of the all-time great competitors, man. When you hear the story about Michael Jordan going against Magic Johnson on the 92 Dream Team, right? When they were in Monte Carlo, you guys have heard Michael Jordan said that's the greatest game he's ever played in. The greatest game he's ever played in was the Dream Team going against each other. Michael Jordan's Eastern Conference versus Magic Johnson's Western Conference. That's what they had going on. So you had Magic Johnson out there with, I think, Chris Mullin and David Robinson and Karl Malone. And I believe, I don't know if Charles Barkley was on that team. It might not have been Charles Barkley. Going against Michael Jordan, Patrick Ewing, maybe Charles Barkley was on that team. I think Clyde Drexler was on the other team. I'm trying to think who else was on the other team, man. But they divided the team. Oh, Scottie Pippen, obviously. But they divided the team between the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. Michael Jordan leading the East, Magic Johnson leading the West. And Larry Bird, that's right, Larry Bird was on that East. And they said that was the most competitive game that he's ever been in, Michael Jordan. And why was it competitive? Because Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson are two, I'm talking about top-level competitors, man. Magic Johnson. You go back and watch the 91 finals. Magic Johnson didn't get, sometimes people think because the Bulls won 4-1 that maybe that was a cakewalk. Magic Johnson didn't do anything out there. Or he played Magic Johnson when he was old. He had HIV. Go watch the games. Magic Johnson was giving Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen the business out there. The business. That's why I laugh when they say, oh, Michael Jordan couldn't even guard Magic Johnson. He was struggling guarding Magic Johnson. No, duh. He's Magic Johnson, you fools. They act like that was a knock on Michael Jordan. He's going against the greatest point guard in the history of the game. One of the top 5, 10 players in the history of the game, man. It's Magic Johnson. There's not a knock. Oh, Michael Jordan was struggling against Magic Johnson. God forbid Michael Jordan is getting the business done to him by one of the greatest players of all time, man. Like that's an embarrassment or something. Like he was out there getting done dirty by Tyrese Halliburton or something, man. Or some corny dude in this era. He's going against a legit all-time great, a legit competitor in those finals, man. And Magic Johnson ain't backed down a bit. Magic Johnson was out there going against 2 of the elite defenders in the history of the game on the wing. Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan were giving Magic Johnson everything they could, and he was giving it right back to them. Posting up Scottie Pippen, posting up Michael Jordan, playmaking, getting the team involved, just doing his thing, just dominating, playing Magic Johnson type ball, man. Magic Johnson is not a playoff choker like LeBron James. Magic Johnson is a true competitor, man. He's a clutch-time performer, Magic Johnson. He ain't choking up games like LeBron James, and we all know the tragic Johnson series. But LeBron James, Magic Johnson, it ain't close, man. Give me Magic Johnson in the clutch. Give me Magic Johnson when it matters most. Give me Magic Johnson's IQ, his leadership, all of that. Give me Magic Johnson. LeBron James is not a Magic Johnson type player, guys. He's not. Nowhere near this. I'm so tired of hearing people say that. And because once again, you're taking away from Magic Johnson. You're lowering down Magic Johnson as some guy who just passed the ball, and that was all he did out there. Oh, LeBron James plays a Magic Johnson type game, not a Michael Jordan type game. LeBron James shoots the ball just as much as any of these other guys shot the ball, man. There's a narrative he's pass first. He's not pass first. He dominates the ball and plays in his own system. That was never Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson made the game easier for everyone else around him, which is why he was able to win 5 championships, 3 finals MVPs, and galvanize players. They could bring guys in, move guys. Remember, when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar retired after the 1989 season, guys, the Lakers were in the finals a year later. And in 1990, the first season without Kareem, they won 60 games, guys. 60 games. That's once again Magic Johnson and the Showtime Lakers, him galvanizing the team, getting the most out of these guys, making the game easier for them. Where LeBron James makes it harder. No leadership, no competitive fire from LeBron James like a Magic Johnson. He don't pass like Magic Johnson. He don't rebound like Magic Johnson. He obviously ain't playing the defense like Magic Johnson like that. Turn the ball over the way he does. And Magic Johnson actually a greater free throw shooter than LeBron James by a mile. People say, oh, Magic Johnson can't shoot because he has that set shot, Magic Johnson, right? But Magic Johnson wasn't a shooter. But Magic Johnson can shoot, right? He wasn't a shooter or a scorer, but Magic Johnson can shoot the ball, man. You remember that performance he put up in the 92 All-Star game? I told you, to me, my favorite memory of the All-Star games growing up, the 92 All-Star game and Magic Johnson win the MVP, LeBron James couldn't sniff something like that, guys. Couldn't sniff it. Magic Johnson playing that way he did in that moment, coming through for the fans, for the people out there, coming through for himself, for the game. That was right on cue, man. That's a special moment. LeBron James can't do that. Can't duplicate that. You remember when they were trying to get LeBron James to go at Kobe Bryant? They were all calling him out in the All-Star game. LeBron James didn't want none of that smoke, man. None of it. He ain't like Magic Johnson. You guys know the deal, man. I'm tired of hearing people say that. If you hear anyone say LeBron James is a Magic Johnson type player, stop them dead in their tracks and tell them to shut the hell up and stop disrespecting Magic Johnson like that, man. He can't shine Magic Johnson's shoes, LeBron James. What Magic Johnson did his overall game is much superior, guys. Remember, Magic Johnson was getting triple-doubles. They weren't celebrating Magic Johnson triple-doubles like that, but they celebrate LeBron James. And Magic Johnson was getting these triple-doubles in the course of winning games, man. Leading a team. Leading the team. LeBron James ain't close to Magic Johnson, guys. You guys know that, man. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.